is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Now McCarthy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
They'll take that play right there. Each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Looking to throw McCarthy. Open man is Naylor. He's got it. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. McCarthy off the play fake. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Throwing is McCarthy. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. On play action, McCarthy. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out. And he can't find anywhere to go. And he goes down. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Purdy off the play fake. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it will still lead to a fourth down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On the return is Powell. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Vikings are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point forthcoming. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Play action. Now Purdy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there on second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Back to throw, Purdy. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Purdy going to give it to Garendo. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team. And think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. On play action, now McCarthy. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far, and while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Purdy. And his throw here is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Purdy now to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second and a couple. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Purdy from the gun. Dancing to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a 1st down.
The throwing here, Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That goes for a gain of 31. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover it.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Garendo. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. McCaffrey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic. I think at the half or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Purdy. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They go play action here. Purdy. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. This defense trying to do its part. Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Garindo. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Purdy looking to throw.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
40 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll go again to Jones. And he's brought down following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And this one too low.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hawkinson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
To the air with McCarthy. Slant route, and he's got Addison.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd down and a yard.
At the 35-yard line.
To the air again, McCarthy. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
Open man is Samuel, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
McCaffrey running up the middle.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this.
This is caught inside the 15 and all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Now Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 24.
Niners 31, Vikings 7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they... And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And 4 at the Niners 23-yard line.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Purdy. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Brandon Powell, 81 yards.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, here's Purdy.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's McCarthy.
Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. but it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. The tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's 1st and goal. Now McCarthy.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. How did he stay on his feet?
And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.